This is the multi-billion-dollar Oshodi or Apapa Expressway, which was constructed by High-Tech Engineering, a subcontractor to Dangote Industries. Apapa is very strategic to the economy of Nigeria. It is linked to the rest of Lagos by two major highways, the Apapa-Oshodi Expressway and the Western Avenue, or better known as the Funshaw-Williams Avenue. Of course, it can also be approached by water from Mile 2 on the mainland and Marina on the island. What is happening in Apapa, which made commuting a nightmare, is not unexpected, given its privileged location as home to Nigeria's two foremost ports, which are currently being managed by 9 terminal operators. Between the two ports, Lagos Port Complex and Tinkan Island Port, more than 65% of dry cargoes and about 90% of the nation's liquid petroleum products are handled. This is because it hosts about 45 tank farms and still counting. These are in addition to the many banks, shipping companies and agencies, licensed custom offices, factories and numerous other businesses that are located in this port city. When this road was being constructed, a lot of us were very optimistic that it would take away traffic from the route, especially the trucks on the road. However, after completion of this project, the case still remains the same as trucks are still being lined up on the highway. Recall that this highway was actually constructed in purely concrete, which makes it one of the most standard roads or highways in Nigeria. It is on this note that I decided to investigate and uncover the combination of factors that have rendered all effort and finances that were committed into this project almost a waste. Stakeholders in the port city of Apapa and as well the motoring public indeed confirmed that the Mile 2 to Apapa end of the Apapa-Oshodi Expressway is completed but cannot be freely accessed en route Apapa. There are so many issues that were identified, such as non-operational truck terminals, enforcement failures, and excesses of tanker operators as a major contributor to the road present state, despite government's huge expenditure on its construction. On account of this, some motorists going to the port from Mile 2 axis are forced to drive against traffic using the service lanes at intervals where several heaps of dirt as well as indiscriminate parking of trucks on the roadside dot the landscape. Sometimes in 2020, at the peak of the collapse of the vehicular traffic into and out of the port city of Apapa, the then Minister of Works, Babatunde Rajifashola, opined that the lingering gridlock at Apapa Port area requires more than good road networks for it to ease. It was also noted that beyond the roads, Nigerians must not lose sight of the fact that the ports, which were built over 100 years ago, have been overstretched given the growing population of Nigeria and the facilities at the two Lagos ports. At the time, the minister was very apt in his observation, having been governor of the state and also minister of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, adding to the fact that he was made Minister of Works and Housing. It was enough experience for him to know the problems and the hitches of the Oshodi-Apapa Expressway. One important thing to note is that the bulk of these tank farms are located on the Tinkan to Mile 2 axis of the expressway. This has further worsened the menace of gridlocks in the axis. While it is fairer approaching the port from Ijora axis, the same cannot be said about Mile 2 to Apapa. Before the traffic menace enveloped it, Apapa used to be a thriving, attractive and very busy city with freely flowing vehicular and human traffic. This is in addition to other human endeavors that take place there. It is sad that Apapa has now turned to a failed city, a bedlam of chaos and no-go area for many. No matter the arguments, the presence of petroleum product tank farms has brought untold hardship to residents, owners of businesses, motorists and workers in Apapa. Due to aging, neglect, and damaging effect of the heavy-duty trucks carrying cargoes to and from Apapa Port, the Oshodi-Apapa Expressway had virtually collapsed. But in August 2013, the then president of Nigeria, Goodluck Ebele Jonathan, approved a contract for the reconstruction of the Oshodi-Apapa Expressway. The contract at the time was awarded to Julius Berger Nigeria PLC for 15 billion naira with a completion period of about 15 months. Part of the construction was actually completed before the administration left office. However, works on the expressway stopped after 2015 elections. And in 2017, the Dangote Group made a proposal to the then Buhari's administration for them to repair the Oshodi-Apapa Expressway and adjoining roads. The proposal by Dangote included the reconstruction of the road network starting from Creek Road, Liverpool, Tinkan, all the way through to Marine Beach, to Mile 2, to Oshodi, and then to Shoki, and also to Toll Gate on the Lagos-Ibadan Expressway. Happily, by June 2018, the then administration of Buhari approved the contract for the reconstruction of the road from Apapa to toll gate on the Lagos-Ibadan Expressway in Lagos. Despite the full completion of the Mile 2 to Tinkan Port Access Road in June 2023, it continues to be a source of frustration for those seeking access to the Lagos port. Sadly, truckers have made a complete mess of the effort. The inbound lane to the Tinkan port is totally congested with heavy presence of articulated vehicles from Mile 2 down to Tinkan port gate. This fact was corroborated by the Federal Controller of Works in Lagos. However, even though the road is completed and open to traffic on both carriageways, the sad truth is that motorists cannot ply these roads. This is because there is a complete obstruction of traffic flow by petroleum product tankers. Even though the Controller of Works blamed both the Nigerian Port Authority and the Lagos State Ministry of Transportation, and by extension, the state government, we would rather blame the federal government for clogging the Apapa end of the expressway with tank farms, which have over time become lords unto themselves. Incidentally, the tank farms are localized with the troubled Mile 2 to Tinkan Port axis. There is a complete breakdown of law and order on the stretch of the expressway. State and non-state actors have taken full advantage of the situation. Virtually all concerned, especially truckers, have shouted about the extortion going on that stretch, yet it continues. To be sincere, I'm wondering why all solutions to curb these problems have failed. But of course, a past leader in Nigeria, General Sani Abacha, noted that when a problem actually persists in the government for a very long period of time, it therefore means the government is also involved in that problem. Well, to say the least, government should encourage a call-up system for petroleum product tankers so that only those that are scheduled for loading at the depot will come over to the tank farms. This system is working well for trucks that load cargoes from the port. It can also work for the tankers. I'm also of the opinion that proliferation of transport unions and associations is aiding extortion in the port corridors. These associations are only interested in levies and illegal collections from truckers. To stop extortion, government should also ban collection of levies from drivers and owners of these articulated trucks on the road. Levies and union dues are to be collected at their offices, not on the road. This will go a long way to resolve the gridlock crisis along the Oshodi Apapa Expressway. Guys, do well to drop your honest comments in the comment section. Tell us what you think about these problems and possible solutions. Don't forget to subscribe and share. Thank you.